was curious, like, how old is this dude? But I mean, yeah, we kind of messed with him a little bit, you know. He's a bigger dude too. I don't know if you guys can tell that. So QB sneak is it'll definitely always be in the game plan.
What's the confidence level in him? Is he kind of moving forward that he's going to be the guy going forward?
Yeah, I think he believes in himself, and I think everybody on the team believes in him. He had a great spring ball when he was running with the ones and things like that when Cade was out. So he was doing great things too. So I think everybody believes in him, and come game time, I thought he did a great job this past Saturday, and he's just going to continue to keep improving and growing, throughout this season.
When it comes to Purdue, their head coach Ryan Walters was obviously the defensive coordinator at Illinois last year.
Yeah.
Y'all are familiar with him and vice versa.
Yeah.
Kind of what challenges do they pose when you're looking at the film?
Yeah, I mean, they definitely have a weird defense. Playing in Illinois last year, we're kind of basing things off of what they did. And he's a great coach, and they have some guys up front that are definitely going to pose some challenges for us. But, we got to go in there with the mindset that we're going to win. We got to use our fundamentals. We're going to run the ball. We're going to pass the ball. We're going to do the same things we do each game. It's just about execution and details.
Thanks, Logan. Appreciate it.
I feel like this offense is continuing to grow. You still like the steps you guys are taking?
Yeah, I mean, every week, you're not going to see huge, dramatic jumps. That's just not realistic. But, each week we're going to continue to grow in each aspect of the game, whether it be like the offense line and the run game or pass game or, timing of the quarterbacks and wide receivers. We're going to continue to develop, that camaraderie within our team and just timing and things like that.
Obviously, goes from you're snapping to Cade, now you're snapping to Deacon. Seamless transition. You feel he jumps in there, it's all kind of the same?
Yeah, I had the opportunity to work with him a lot this past spring just because Cade was out with injury and things like that. So, it's always been there, that connection that, we developed this past spring. Him going in the game, there was no difference for me, I'd say. I'd just say the only thing that he lacks right now is just experience, that Cade had. But, everybody on the team is very confident that he's going to get the job done, and I think he did a great job this past Saturday.
What's his personality like, Deacon?
He's a funny dude. I mean, he looks like he's a 50-year-old dude. But I mean, he's a funny dude. I love being around him. He's awesome to be around. He brings a great personality to this team. I think, when he got here in the spring, I just love being around him. He's awesome.
When I guess just talk about his personality, like, are there any specifics you can think of that just kind of like speak to who he is, or he did something funny or anything?
Jeez, I don't know. I wouldn't say there's really anything specific. I just think, I don't think I've ever seen the dude walk in a facility with, like, a frown. He's always smiling. He's always happy about something. So I just say, he's always a happy guy.
There was that story of Cade jamming his finger. I think it was the first snap that you guys had together. Yeah. Anything like that with Deacon to this point?
Nope. I think so. Obviously, he was at Wisconsin this past school, so they run, some I formation. He was under center a little bit, so snapping just kind of came natural for us. I felt like this past spring, being able to work with him, it was just kind of a natural transition. He knew what it was like under center. We kind of had that connection right away.
I was just gonna say, so Cade obviously hampered a little bit by that right leg issue before the injury on Saturday. Deacon's healthy. He's pretty mobile from what we saw. Does that maybe make things a little bit easier on you guys in pass pro?
I don't really know. I mean, maybe a little bit. He can scramble a little bit more than Cade might have been able to. But, at the end of the day, our job's still to protect the quarterback and, give them at least 3 to 4 seconds of pass protection, things like that. We're going to continue to, try and, give them as much time as we can. And then he's going to try and work with the receivers and, get the ball off and help us. It's all about helping each other out.
He was rolling out quite a bit.
Yeah, with some nakeds.
Yeah. Does that change things with how you guys approach, again, pass pro?
Yeah, I mean, it really just all starts with developing a run game first, and then, you can run some nakeds off that, get the defense, kind of guessing a little bit. But, yeah, the nakeds definitely help out a little bit.
Were there any, I guess, in the spring or fall where Deacon ripped a pass or something and it kind of opened your eyes to his arm strength?
Deacon every Friday they'll just like play toss, just like loosen up their arms towards the end of our like walkthrough or whatever. I mean, he's just chucking that down. Like, oh my gosh! I mean, he's a big dude throwing the ball that far. Like, I don't understand that. I mean, if I tried to do that, my shoulder would probably give out. So, I mean, he can throw the ball deep, which is pretty cool. I like watching that. Him and asked the question. I was like, Spence, do you think he can throw the ball further than Deke? I was like, I don't know. And Peters can launch the ball too, so I don't know. They can both chuck it.
But who was he? You said he was throwing.
They were just throwing the quarterbacks. They were just throwing back and forth to the quarterbacks. Yeah.
Are there any clear similarities between Deacon and Cade in the way they play quarterback?
I don't know. I don't really watch film on the quarterback, so it's hard.
Touche, yeah.
It's hard to say. You know, they both bring something different to the game, but you know, I don't know. It's hard to say what their similarities are. I think they both throw the ball well, so I mean, maybe you can say that.
How much time, or I guess, how much does it help, considering that time that he spent with the ones this summer in camp? Does it maybe make it a little bit easier transitioning from Cade to Deacon because of that time you guys spent this summer?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he got to work with, you know, all of our ones, you know, this past spring, and like working with them, and you know, just the timing especially with the wide receivers. I think that's the biggest thing, you know, being on the same page and seeing the same pictures that they're seeing. And the O-line, you know, he trusts us, and you know, we trust him that he's going to get the job done. I mean, just, you know, his first spring was this past spring or whatever. He did a great job, you know, just working in with our, you know, program and things like that. So I think we all trust him a lot.
How disappointing is